She was built in 1949. She ended up working for all her working life at Staythorpe Power Station. She then went straight into preservation from there, so that she had one owner all the way through. Second owner was in preservation at Shackerston, and then we bought her from Shackerston and she moved to the Great Central here at Nottingham. She arrived in a very primordial green because she'd stood under trees for a long time, so she was green through a natural source. So that had to all be cleaned off. We had to check all the systems out and then work through various things. So we had to change the air system for the horn. We've had to check the brake system, the start air system, and then check everything works before we can actually fire her up and make sure she runs. If you've done the maths, 1949, it's 75 years old. Her birthday was April. We had her trundling out the back of this shed. We actually got to the point where she rolls and she works. But she doesn't reliably work because we've got to do some fault finding and just iron out the little things that are left. And then hopefully we'll finish the paint job and then she can be outside and join the working fleet. When people think of the Great Central, they think of the main line and the big fast express trains that ran. The Great Central, and certainly the Great Central between Nottingham and Leicester, had an enormous amount of industry. One of those traffics was gypsum, still can be seen at Hochley Hill, and at gypsum they had 288 DSs. Old photos of this type of loco working at Hochley Hill, shunting at Hochley Hill. Being partway through being repainted, she's going to go back into the gypsum colour. So everybody's going to shout at us for doing red buffers, and she'll have wasp stripes. That is the gypsum livery. They actually shunted onto the main line, so we've got pictures of the ones that were working there actually shunting through Rushcliffe Holt Station. Equally, there's pictures of them actually on site at gypsum. They were just industrial locos doing their job and ignored by everybody because they were industrials. The plan for it is that she's clearly not being done to pull passenger trains. She's literally being done as an education piece so we can get her to Rushcliffe Holt, offer rides out of the rear of the platform at Rushcliffe Holt so people have got the opportunity to see what this actually does, what they were like. She's very unusual in terms of most people's experience because you actually have to change gears on this. So she's got a gear stick, gears 1 to 4, forwards and backwards. So it's not like most diesels where it's just open the throttle and go. So it's a little bit strange, but it's just there to give something different, to tell the story of what actually was around the Great Central Railway. Engines like this, they tell the story to say actually the industry that kept the railway alive is still there and we need to tell that story. So it's important to have industrials.